463-9463. Let us know what you're experiencing sort of outside your window right now, and I'll go and check the storm line in just a couple of moments because we are seeing a line of thunderstorms in places like the eastern townships, Ottawa, southern Quebec at this hour, and we're seeing very active weather all the way through the east, and you want to know why? Well, it is again the plague of that upper level low, and this is an area of instability that's affecting people from Manitoba all the way out to the Maritimes. You can see that big sweeping cold front heading all the way down to the southern United States. So it's a vast area of disturbances that we're going to continuously see today in through Quebec, the Maritimes, and southern Ontario getting slightly better for today. We'll see a little bit more sunshine, a little less rain, thank goodness, because all of that rain yesterday. We still are dealing with some unofficial totals in places like Hamilton, where they saw as much as, we could even get closer to 200 millimeters of rain yesterday. Just incredible amounts flood out of these communities, but we'll talk more about that throughout the course of the show today. The satellite and radar imagery gives you an idea of just the different pockets here of disturbances, but it's really just down. They're non-severe at this point, down towards the Ottawa Valley area and heading up towards the Montreal region. Let's just take a closer look at how this works. I mean, you can see anywhere from Sept-Îles, Gaspé, up towards Charlottetown, and looking through PEI and getting out to Halifax. All these areas today have the potential risk of seeing some thunderstorms. Now, you'll notice that the temperatures aren't too bad. We're going to see a little bit more humidity starting to build in over the next couple of days, and it is going to feel more like summer in southern Ontario as well. This is the little pocket that we're concerned with at this hour. You can see just going through the Ottawa Valley. So as far as Toronto goes, the humidex is going to make it feel closer to 30. Tomorrow it's going into the low 30s with the humidex values, but we're not going to see as bad weather as what we saw yesterday and throughout the weekend, but don't rule out the risk of thunderstorms today. Lake breeze convergence. You get these cooler winds coming in over the lake, and that, of course, mixing with some daytime heating, and all the elements are there, and that potentially could give us some isolated thunderstorms, non-severe in nature, along the coastal sections of, Erie and Ontario. But up through northern Ontario, Manitoba, the possibility of thunderstorms is there, as well as in through British Columbia with all that warm air. Stay tuned. We've got the long range coming up right now.
This long range forecast is brought to you by new Chloraseptic Allergen Block.
Well, Monday, let's take a look at what the work week has in store, or if you're going on vacation. It's really been so unsettled, for this summer in southern Ontario and through the east in general, and a lot of folks going up to the cottage. You really haven't had a good couple. Today is no exception. We could have that possibility of some isolated storms, but generally speaking, better day today in southern Ontario. Tomorrow, though, we do have that possibility with, a trough essentially swinging through with that center of that upper level low up through the northern sections of Ontario, but troughing all the way back down towards the south. The potential here for some thunderstorms for tomorrow is there. Humidex value is going to feel into the low 30s, so it could feel around 34, 35 for tomorrow in Toronto. And then Wednesday, seasonal temperatures in through southern Ontario, but again, the possibility of thunderstorms more so in throughout the Gaspé and in through the St. Lawrence. Very cool conditions up through northern Ontario, Manitoba as well, and again, very hot yet again in Columbia. So several days there of very hot and humid weather. So we'll have to continue to watch how that unfolds, and showers in through Manitoba for Friday. All right, let's talk about what's going to be coming up in the news. Chris St. Clair is going to talk more about humidex and explaining that as a whole, and we'll talk more about that in the news at 12 and 42 minutes past the hour.
Long range forecast has been brought to you by new Chloraseptic Allergen Block.
Viewing the world through dry